Hello everyone, welcome back to 30 days of Yin Yoga. Today's theme will be centered around the full moon in Leo. Feel free to grab 2 blocks and a bolster or any similar props to support you during our class today. We're going to get started in melting heart. So come to a tabletop position and then begin to walk your hands forward and melt your chest down towards your mat. Allow your forehead or chin to rest on the mat. Option to place 2 blocks here, either underneath your palms or underneath your forearms, to just bring the earth a little bit closer to you. Begin to sink in and melt into our first pose of class today. With the full moon, it gives us the opportunity to refresh, rejuvenate, and release any built-up tension or stress. Practicing yoga during a full moon and aligning your energy with this lunar phase will allow you to feel more grounded and fulfilled. Full moon times are useful for rounding things out to full completion. In a sense, something comes to an end, ready for a brand new phase to begin. The period of time leading up to the full moon strengthens our vision, creative enthusiasm, and creative energy. So as you sit here with stillness and soon silence, begin to think about how this last lunar cycle has served you, either positively, negatively, or neutrally. You'll gently begin to press into your palms and just press your chest up. Keep your legs where they're at and begin to open your legs out towards the side. We're going to come into frog pose here. So your knees are in line with your hips and your feet are flexed. You find the depth that best serves you. I suggest allowing your knees to be on your mat or maybe under a blanket, just so that pressure isn't too much and you can fully relax your body here. Maybe you bring a block underneath your head or a pillow. Just bring the earth a little bit closer to you so you can fully come to surrender. This full moon is the time to listen to the heart and follow its lead, even if we're unsure of the road ahead. It's a time to feel the guidance of the heart through our emotions and let it give us the answers we've been looking for all along. The heart's energetic field extends far past our bodies and influences others around us through its frequency. The full moon in Leo reminds us to tend to it and accurately represent who we are at our core. Very slowly and caringly to your body, begin to press into your arms to lift your chest up and gingerly bring your legs in towards one another. Find just a neutral tabletop position here for a moment. We're going to make our way into sleeping swan. So bring your right knee in front of you and your left leg is long behind you. A nice tall neutral spine here first to find some length. And then on the next exhale, gently begin to walk your hands down to the depth that best serves you. Maybe you bring a block or a bolster underneath your head. Maybe you make a little pillow with your hands to rest your forehead on. Maybe you rest your forehead on your mat. Arriving to wherever best serves you here. Allowing whatever sensations, big or small, to come up. Just acknowledge them without judgment. Let them release. Let your mind and body connect here and acknowledge what it is you're feeling physically or even emotionally. Gently begin to press your way up. We'll just slowly send our right leg back behind us and we'll come to switch sides. So you find that neutral tabletop position and then we'll send our left knee forward behind our left wrist. You find the iteration of this pose in your body that best serves you. If your hip doesn't reach the earth, just bring a blanket or a block underneath there to find some support. And on that inhale, you find length, and on that exhale, you melt your body forward, acknowledging any differences between the two sides of your body here in Sleeping Swan, and just seeing how you can show up for each one, even if it looks completely different from the first side. Part of tending to the heart is all about listening to it. Following it, though, can make us feel vulnerable, kind of like Sleeping Swan does. While you stay here in your vulnerability, allow yourself to find stillness and silence, and allow whatever needs to release to have the space and support to do so. And gently begin to press your way up. Just send your left leg back behind you. And gently begin to just make your way onto your back. I'm going to find Bananasana. Extend your legs long out onto your mat and your arms above your head. Then begin to walk your feet over to the right side of your mat and to walk your hands over to the right side, making this little crescent moon shape with your body. No, this is for the full moon, but still in that moon theme with now our body. Maybe you hook your foot over your right foot, that left foot over your right foot, just to find a little stability and firmness in this pose. And maybe you interlock your fingers around your left wrist to help just find a little bit deeper stretch into your side body. Allow your head to rest and just continue to breathe into where you're feeling sensation right now. And let that sensation just begin to either intensify or melt away. Begin to walk your arms and your legs back into the center of your mat. You find a nice long neutral spine for a moment. Then begin to walk your feet over to the left side of your mat. You send your arms over to the left side. We find that banana shape, that crescent moon shape with our body. Maybe you find that hook of your ankle over your left ankle, and maybe you grab your right arm with your left hand, just helping you arrive a little bit deeper into this pose. And slowly begin to walk your limbs back to the center. Find a nice long neutral spine. Go ahead and recruit your blocks here. We're going to come to find supported bridge, extended bridge. So bring your heels in, just lift your hips up to the sky. That way we can just wiggle a block underneath our sacrum. Find a good position there so there's no tenderness in your back. Once you find that, extend your legs long, and extend your arms long over your head, and we arrive in extended bridge, one of my personal favorite poses. To feel and amplify the positive vibrations of the heart that this pose helps us achieve, which is how open your body has to be right now. You must also be willing to feel and understand everything else the heart holds. We cannot pick only feeling the good. We need to learn to sit, listen, and experience the discomfort. Leo teaches us to show up for ourselves with courage and strength. It reminds us that we can face anything within ourselves with love and compassion. Gently bring your limbs back to your center. We'll just press into our heels. Whatever height your block was on, just bring it to the lowest height, right underneath your sacrum. And then bring your feet to touch as your knees go wide out to the side. We find reclined butterfly pose, little support of our back here. If that prop is not serving you and there's any discomfort in your body that is more pain than discomfort, just go ahead and remove that block. Just come to reclined butterfly pose. Begin to bring your hands to the outside of your thighs and close your knees in like a book. Lift your hips and just set that block to the side if you still had it. We'll slowly roll over to one side. We're going to come to find embryo pose. Bring your knees together. Then begin to lay your body down. Your seat goes by your heels. Your arms go by your side. You make yourself into a little ball here. Over the full moon in Leo, I want you to find some time to sit with yourself and listen to your heart. Feel what you're avoiding or shutting down in your heart. Breathe into your heart and listen to it without the mind and its thoughts interfering. I know that's sometimes easier said than done, but with practice, maybe it comes a little bit more natural, a little easier. That journey might take a couple days, maybe some months, maybe years, but that journey is where we can truly find something valuable and special. gently begin to walk your arms forward. Just ever so slightly press your body up so you can send your legs long back behind you. And we find Makrasana, crocodile pose. Your big toes come to touch, and your heels splay out to the side. You create a little pillow with your hands to rest your forehead on. Maybe you give your tail a little bit of a wag before you come to find complete stillness and silence. And this is where I will leave you today. Please feel free, if you have more time, to stay here as long as you would like. Happy full moon in Leo, the first full moon of 2024. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. The light in me bows to the light in you. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.